Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today, finally now with the unlock of Quasar, as most of us have been able to land now the last remaining points in the command center to actually get his unlock. So for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at his kit, as well as if you're building him up, we'll start taking a look at, what potential upgrades are you going to want to build on. And remember, he does have awakened abilities, so obviously we'll see in the meantime when these abilities do get provided to us, so that way we can take advantage of his kit. But more importantly as well, this character is going to be a meta changer in the war setting. There's been a lot of strategies out there already, and obviously some of the envoys and content creator footage, which showcases that he works really, really well with the Undying team. So could be slotting in as that potential fifth member there as well, just to give that ultimate value in war. He's also provided some dividends in Crucible as well. But regardless, we know there's probably going to be a grand scheme and bigger plans for him in terms of team synergy later on this year as these legendary characters get released. But yeah, I'm really pleased to say that at least this is the first legendary 2025 getting released in Marvel Strike Force. And in my 5 years of playing this game, I have not seen such an easy way to unlock a character in terms of the legendary aspect. And it's like they promised. They said simple engagement was going to get us there, and sure enough, that has actually been the method to obviously go through the new command center. And honestly, just playing the daily raids, being engaged, spending a bit of gold every day in power cores has been really the highlight in terms of how we've been able to capitalize on his unlock here. So Quasar fully unlocked here. Let's go ahead and let's review his kit and even take a look at what potential ISO-8 is going to be later down the road when we do build him up. So Quantum Blast is his basic ability here. So you can see he's going to be attacking the primary target for percentage damage, as you see here. If the primary target is also Cosmic, he's going to be stealing 5% from the target. So as we level this ability up, you can see he's going to be gaining offense up. Slow is going to get applied. He's going to be stealing additional HP percentage. And then lastly, the T4 upgrade here. And oh, sorry, I have to be mindful of which one is going to be the awakened material. So this is a T4 upgrade right here, the 60% boost to the primary target damage. So just be mindful when you're reviewing this. But the awakened ability here is that on war offense, he's going to be flipping disruption on himself, and as well stealing 10% from the primary target, regardless if they're cosmic. So obviously this is going to be the best. And actually, I'm curious. Yeah, when you hit find, it showcases anywhere in the game if you can actually, find that material and resource. It doesn't look like it's built in yet, but yeah, this is more of a luxury, I would say, in terms of the upgrade here for T4 materials. However, if you do actually have the awakened materials, this is going to be the one that makes the most sense, because even as a basic ability, stealing an extra 10%, it's going to make him a really worthy Dark Dimension character, especially the notable potency from the HP percentage steal. So already from the get-go, a strong basic ability. Cosmic Crush is a special ability, attacking primary and adjacent targets for piercing damage, as well as applying defense down. So as we level this ability up, he's also going to be calling the ally with the highest damage to attack the primary target. So this is where he's going to have some plug and play aspect. He's applying slow offense down to the primary target. On war offense, also slow and offense down to each adjacent target. He's also applying exposure on the primary target as well to each adjacent. And this is only going to be applicable on war offense, so just be mindful of that. Defense down, slow, and as well as offense down for 2 turns each respectively. And finally, here with the T4 upgrade, you can see there's no awakened ability upgrade here, but on war offense, he's also going to be clearing all battlefield effects on the enemy side. Massive, massive, guys. Got to use this because it can counter a lot of the battlefield characters that we have right now in the game, in the top of the mythic meta as well. So definitely notable for sure. Love the fact that he's already providing value right from the get-go. And again, he's not really part of any team just yet. And we'll see in the coming months here how he's going to get slotted in, obviously, with the rest of the Age of Annihilus. So strong T4 upgrade here, I would definitely recommend, especially that clearing of the battlefield effects. Meteor Smackdown ultimate ability, clearing all charges from all enemies, attacking primary and adjacent targets for 100% piercing. On war offense, he's also going to be applying ability block to primary and adjacent targets with an additional 1500% extra focus. It ignores defense up, unavoidable, can't be blocked, or can't be counterattacked as well. Piercing is going to be added to the damage as we increase here. He's going to be flipping negative effects on this character and healing himself, so great self-sustain right there. If this character has trauma, he's going to be reducing as well the duration of all negative effects on himself by 2, and then healing for an additional 15% of max HP. So great to see that this is actually going to be a counter to the trauma on his end. So very, very notable right here, guys. You can see he's also going to be applying trauma now as well to the enemies with this devastating ultimate ability. Ability block for 2 turns, to the primary and adjacent targets, or sorry, secondary targets. Trauma is going to get inflicted even more. And then lastly, clearing all battlefield effects onto the allied side and applying his own battlefield effect, which is the quantum construct to allied side. This battlefield effect cannot be cleared or replaced by another battlefield effect at least until 18 characters have completed their turns, and that's kind of what's going to be unique to him and his kit as well, because he's going to essentially prevent any other battlefield effects to be in play unless it's his own. Very, very powerful, guys. We've got to absolutely get the upgrade here for the T4, but as well, obviously, we're going to have to wait in the meantime to see when this Awaken ability is going to be available. But yeah, for that reason, he's going to be a war juggernaut, as you can see, all the different bonuses that he's getting. But let's not forget, too, guys, in the future here, when they do have other legendary trials, Scourge events, and whatnot, if the war bonus is in play, you know, obviously here, Quasar, he's going to be benefiting the most from that, and he's going to be a plug-and-play character that's a beast on any kind of war bonus game mode. Last but not least, Galactic Knight is the passive here. On spawn, gaining defense up for 2 turns. He's also healing himself for 25% HP each turn, and the first time any character takes a turn, if any enemy is a legendary mythic character, he's going to be gaining immunity up to a maximum of 3 times. So essentially, countering the legend or mythic characters that he's up against. When an enemy with exposed gains a positive effect, he's also going to be attacking that enemy for 100% piercing, as well as stealing HP. And remember, he also can apply exposure, as we saw with the review of his special ability. So lastly, the on-war offense here, on the end of any turn, if this character does not have Safeguard, he's going to be gaining Safeguard. If this character and all allies cannot gain Exhaust, the focus and damage of this character and all allies cannot be reduced by offense down. Enemies cannot gain immunity, which is going to prevent them from obviously protecting themselves against debuffs, and the speed of all characters can only be altered by positive and negative effects, which means any kind of turn meter reduction will not be in play. Absolutely amazing passive right here, guys. On war offense, on any turn, reduce the barrier on each enemy by 50%. He's going to be applying immunity for himself for 2 turns, as well as piercing damage, additionally applying to the exposed characters, gaining additional drain, so every time he does damage as well, he's also healing himself. While this character has 50% or more, he prevents enemies from filling up the speed bar for themselves. 100% additional boost to exposure, and when an enemy with exposed gains a positive effect, he's going to be reducing their speed bar as well. So really countering any kind of the exposed enemies that he's going to be applying a special against. And then lastly, with the T4 upgrade here, on war offense, on any turn, clear the barrier on all enemies, all allies gaining 25% drain, and he also lowers damage reduction for legendary and mythic enemies by 35%. So this is going to make him a absolute juggernaut when he's doing damage against those legendary mythic characters, as well as already applying the exposure, which gives him additional piercing. I mean, to be honest, guys, he is going to be an offensive juggernaut. For that reason, I do see him slotting in really well as an ISO-8 Raider. It maximizes the output of damage that he's doing across the board, applying vulnerables, but as well, he's going to be increasing his likelihood of using the exposure anyways. I can also see him being an ISO-8 Striker as well, so he can take advantage more of this mechanic where he's stealing the HP from enemies. But I think that's going to be more in play once you have the Awaken basic. In the meantime, I think ISO-8 Raider is going to make the most sense right now from just the plug-and-play aspect, and that's probably what I'm going to go about with, because he's going to be an essential for war, especially countering some of the biggest and best defenses on war right now, guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, though. Pretty exciting legendary unlock in the game, and as well, like I said, huge free-to-play win in the sense that this has been the most accessible legendary that we've ever seen. Now we can actually build them up and wait until the future when the Red Star events do come out so we can capitalize on that as well. Do let me know what you guys think. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.